Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Our mission here at the garage, guys, is to save you as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Guys, today we will show you how we are going to put the coilovers on the ZHP that we got here. First, I want to thank each one of you. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being part of it. Let's grow it together, guys. So that's the HP, you know, that's our build right now. We got the coilovers. You probably saw the video where we got the big box and we unboxed everything, we inspected everything, and you watched the video how we have a bad strut on ours because that, when it was in an accident, it got damaged really bad. So today, guys, we'll be putting the front coilovers. Super excited about it. We want to see how we're going to adjust them. How much to drop the front end and all that kind of stuff. So stay with us, guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Okay, guys, we're going to remove the sway bar link now. Okay, perfect. Now we have some pressure on the sway bar ring. So what we'll need to do, we need to get a prying tool, so we can release the pressure and pull it out. Okay, the big tool's there. Okay, we pull that one out. That's good. And next, a few more things on this side. Okay, that's the big bolt for the strut now that we'll need to remove. You know, we removed it the other day and we had to put everything together because we realized that the shock was damaged. 18mm socket. We didn't get it too tight last time because all we needed to do is just move it around the shop here so we can get it in and out. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, you can see it already dropped some, so that's good. Now we need to open the hood and go ahead and remove 3 more nuts on top. Okay, we can go ahead and remove the 3 nuts with a 13mm. A little bit noisy impact. We have a review about that too coming soon, guys. We've been using it for over 2 years and it works amazing. We got more parts. Stay tuned, guys. Subscribe, you'll see what else we're going to do to it. The season is going to start anytime. Okay, so we can pull the strut. Okay, check this thing out. We got it out in no time. That's crazy how easy it is. We're going to leave a bucket underneath the control arm. That way we won't have any pressure on the brake line. Okay, like that. So the way the coilover is now, guys, okay, check it out now. This one, that thing is sticking out there. Okay, this piece doesn't have it on the coilover. That's where it contacts with the hub. So check it out. If it's like that, we're going to drop probably about 2 inches. We do not want that. We want to drop it probably about 1 inch at the most on the front. We don't want to go way too much because we want it to be a daily driver too. Those are adjustable, you can do them after that, but we just want to make sure that we don't go way too low on it. Another thing that we need to adjust, guys, it's the sway bar link. That's where it connects on the original BMW strut. So we want to make sure that we have about the same distance. Okay, so we're going to measure this one. It's about 23. Okay, and that's what we have there as well right now. Okay, guys, so we have it set now. This distance from the spring to right here, it's 39.5 centimeters. Okay, and the sway bar is 7.5 inches. So now we are going to set the other one at the same distance, exactly the same distance. That way we know that we started with perfectly leveled coilovers on the front. And when we do some adjustments later, we're just going to go equal adjustment on each side. Okay, guys, this will be the outside part of the strut because that way we can give it more negative camber. We are going to leave the nuts loose, that way everything can turn and go in the hub, and after that we are going to get it tight once we're done with it. Okay, let's go ahead now. What we're going to do, we'll install it on top first. I'm gonna get it with a few nuts so it can stay in place. Okay, and it's a little bit hard to see from the bottom. And we run into a problem. We will need to move that bolt, okay, on the next hole and the one here, because otherwise they will not fit around the strut housing right here. It's always something, guys, you know, you think everything, you figured everything out, and then something else comes. That's how it works with cars. If you guys have any suggestions, please let us know. I mean, we work from each other. Nobody's perfect. So if you have anything that you want to share, just let us know. Okay, we'll get this one tight now, and we'll reposition the other one as well. Okay, second try. Let's see now. Almost there. Okay, perfect. Let's catch this one on. Okay, install all three of them so we don't have to hold it. Let's get this one tight, just a little bit. Okay, and now we're just going to install the last one. You can see here, you can position it some, you can gain some camber here. So we're going to shoot for the same thing like the other side. So what we are going to do, we'll just make sure whatever we have it on this side, we have it on the other one as well. Okay, and that looks pretty good now. Okay, let's get this one tight now. We'll just use a little impact and then we'll do them by hand. Okay, perfect. Oh, that thing looks awesome there. We'll see how it performs for being so cheap. Yeah, we're gonna get some negative comments, I understand that. We'll get some positive as well, but we wanna test and see why there is so many people saying that it's a just piece of shit, and some people say they work great. So we want to give it a try before we can drop 2,000 bucks on real nice coilovers. Alright guys, now we are going to get the that piece for the sway bar link. We need to get this one pretty tight because sway bar has quite a bit of pressure. Okay, that's good. We have this one ready now. We're going to get the bottom one tight as well. Alright guys, let's get the big tools again in action. Okay, and let's install. Okay, sway bar link, almost there. Perfect. Now we need to get the nut there and get this one tight while I'm still holding it, so everything is leveled real nice. Alright guys, super excited to see what it looks like now. A little bit nervous because of all the bad reviews we found online, and still a little bit of positive thinking because some people said nice words about those. Let's get it down now. Okay, well that's a good sign. It's so low that we cannot get our jack out of it. Okay guys, we got it down now. Let's check the measurements quick. Okay, so we have it at a little bit over 25 inches right there. Let's see what the stock strut is on the other side. And we can drop it another 1.5 inches easy if we want to. I don't think we do. Okay, this one is 25.7. So we're about half an inch lower. Okay, check this side now. Okay, how it's bumpy, bouncy. Okay, let's check this one now. Wow, this one doesn't move at all. I think it would be a good thing. we're gonna put some miles on it. Okay, we're gonna install first the rear ones. Episode coming soon about that, guys. We're gonna put miles later on, and we'll have a review what we think after 1,000 miles, 5,000 miles, so we know, guys, if you're gonna waste your money or not, so we can prevent you from wasting money if it's a piece of shit. So we'll check it out and let you know. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Guys, we have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can, guys, save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.